The moment everything began to unravel was quiet, almost ordinary, yet heavy enough to freeze time itself. A wooden utility pole stood at the edge of a peaceful neighborhood street, and a freshly taped missing poster fluttered gently in the afternoon breeze. The face on the paper was young, smiling, and heartbreakingly innocent. Standing inches away from it was a woman who had conquered boardrooms, markets, and entire industries. But now, her hands trembled as if she were holding the fragile pieces of her own heart. Across from her stood a small girl, thin, serious-eyed, carrying a truth far heavier than her age. What she was about to reveal would break a millionaire woman in a way no financial loss ever could. If you believe stories can change hearts and remind us what truly matters, please like this video, share it with someone you care about, and subscribe to Life Spark Stories. Also tell us in the comments where you are watching from. Your support means more than you know. Her name was Celeste Rowan, a self-made millionaire known for her steel nerves and impossible standards. She had grown up with nothing. She slept in her car during college and fought her way into a world that had never welcomed her. Success became her armor. Control became her survival. People admired her. People feared her. Many whispered about her ruthlessness, but no one knew the real reason she stood shaking in front of that utility pole. The missing child on the poster was her daughter, Isla. Not just physically lost, but emotionally lost years before she disappeared. Celeste never believed she had abandoned her daughter. She told herself she was building a better future. Late nights became routine. Missed birthdays became normal. Unanswered calls slowly turned into silence. When Isla was 8, Celeste sent her to live temporarily with a distant relative while she finalized a crucial business merger. Temporary slowly became permanent. Distance quietly turned into absence. Then one afternoon, the call came. Isla was gone. No note, no explanation, no trace, just an emptiness where laughter once lived. Months passed, investigations slowed, leads vanished, hope began to fade. Celeste spent fortunes on private investigators, search teams, and awareness campaigns. But grief does not listen to money. It only grows louder in silence. And on this quiet street, Celeste returned once again to tape another missing poster herself, refusing to delegate what felt like the last act of motherhood she still deserved. That was when the girl appeared. She was small and barefoot. Her clothes were worn thin, but her posture was steady. She watched silently as Celeste pressed the poster onto the pole, smoothing its edges as if trying to hold reality together. The girl did not interrupt. She simply watched. And then she spoke. Not loudly, not dramatically, just with the calm certainty of someone who knows the truth. "I think I've seen her." Celeste felt the ground shift beneath her feet. She turned slowly, studying the child's face, searching for confusion, cruelty, or imagination. She found none. Only seriousness, only quiet sadness, the kind no child should carry. Celeste tried to steady herself. She told her heart not to hope, but hope has a stubborn way of finding cracks inside broken souls. The girl explained in fragments, describing how she had seen Isla in real life, not on television, not on social media, somewhere ordinary, somewhere forgotten by people too busy to notice small, struggling lives. Celeste listened without interruption. Her breath grew shallow. Her mind raced between disbelief and desperate belief. What shattered Celeste was not just the possibility that Isla might still be alive. It was the realization that, while she had been chasing success, her daughter might have survived through the compassion of strangers, people Celeste had never noticed before. The girl asked for nothing, no money, no praise. She simply shared what she knew and waited. And in that silence, something inside Celeste finally collapsed. She fell to her knees on the pavement, sobbing openly. Years of guilt poured out, every missed bedtime, every ignored message, every moment she chose ambition over presence. Celeste followed the fragile trail the girl described. It didn't lead to a dramatic rescue or instant reunion. It led to shelters, forgotten records, and broken systems that quietly hold thousands of lost lives. And finally, confirmation. Isla was alive. Changed, scarred, guarded, but alive. Their reunion was not cinematic. Isla did not run into her mother's arms. She stood distant, cautious, her trust worn thin by time and disappointment. Celeste understood something important in that moment. Finding her daughter was only the beginning. Love cannot be purchased back. It must be rebuilt slowly, gently, honestly. Celeste stepped away from her empire, not abandoning it, but transforming it. She redirected resources toward family support programs, child protection systems, and shelters that protect children who fall through society's cracks. She learned how to listen instead of command, how to wait instead of control. Most importantly, she learned how to show up. And she never forgot the small girl who changed everything. That girl never asked for recognition, but Celeste made sure her life changed too: education, safety, and a future shaped by opportunity instead of survival. Not as charity, but as gratitude. Years later, the same utility pole still stood quietly. Its surface was bare now. No missing posters, no desperate prayers taped to fatting wood, just sunlight and time moving forward. Celeste often returned to that street, not because of pain, but because that was where her life finally broke and began to heal. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, comment, share this video, and subscribe to Life Spark Stories, so these powerful stories can reach more hearts around the world. Before you go, tell us in the comments, do you believe one small voice can change a life?